And of course, I'm going to take a look in the corner here, move my microphone a little bit, and make sure everything's going well on stream, and we could get into it. Uh-oh. Okay, there. It is live. I could see it. We're not on the Discord screen. We're not on Discord. The webcam only screen. We're not on anything funky. And I could hear myself in my little earbud. Which means everything's going well and we're ready for Scrap Mechanic. Now, it's been a hot second since we've been here. And I've done a little thing ahead of time here because I'm a little anxious to get this going. But I've had some time to think about it and I have some ideas. We're going to try some new things with the 3 different cranes. And we're going to hopefully get it to work without looking super ugly like how it does. That's the plan. That is definitely the plan. So to start off, let's get in the driver's seat. And let's remember all our buttons. Good start. It needs to be down so we could reach it. Closed isn't necessary, but that's something. Yeah, okay. The first thing I want to do, it's not necessary to take all of those off. Okay. I'm gonna do something kind of brave here for our first start. Oh, that would be the Windows key that I just pressed. Okay, here. One of the ways I think we might be able to get this thing to lift up that car is by adding a joint. Somewhere around there. And then what you do... Ooh, that noise scared me. Made me jump out of my seat. You probably saw me shake a little bit. Somebody followed, but I'm not sure who. It didn't pop up. Who followed? Freddie Lahance. Lance, I assume? But it had an H? I'm sorry, I don't know why I pronounced the H like that. You probably don't. There. Moving on from one embarrassment to another. We're gonna go ahead and try and weld this on now. And it's a whole process every time. Oh, and you know what? I can't get in that chair. Can I bring that down any lower? I wouldn't know how. Okay. Maybe I could jump off one thing to another and reach it. Yeah, maybe. I can't reach it from there, so yeah, that'll have to be it. Or else I'll just make it look all awkward while I make that quick fix. Oh, careful. Yep, there we go, parkour master. And ideally, we would be looking at the side a little bit. Come on. If I just start clicking a lot. We had it. We had something. Come on. There. Ooh. And the idea here is that this little extra bearing there is going to give us some more strength. it's not gonna put it all on the back bearing here. It's gonna have a little bit more in the front, which is where it's needed. That's where a lot of the how would you say it? That's where a lot of well, that's where all the weight is, and it's far away from the body of the build, which is here where we drive it, and the actual like vehicle part of the crane. And I guess we need another control panel. There we go. We're gonna put that there. We're gonna attach this. I don't know if a button is necessary, but I've already got it, so yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't think I'll need to do a big hop this time. I think just being at the top, on top of the lift here, might be enough to get me to reach it. Nope. Wishful thinking though, right? It's at... Oh. I was gonna say, it's at a different angle now, but... Oh, and you know what even more? From this angle, well, which one is it? Oh, that's, oh, because that's the button. Okay, that's no problem. Not at all. Look at this. Barely even a hop up. And we're going to take it to this joint here, and we're going to do something with it. Ooh, look at that. Okay. We're definitely getting something new. Some interesting new mechanic here. Let's line up the car a little bit. So, for context, the thing we're trying to lift is the Speed Racer Mach 5, Mach 5, Mach 7. What is this car called? Mach 7, I think. We're trying to lift it. It's another thing that I made here in Scrap Mechanic, except I made the mistake out of making it entirely out of concrete. So I could lift much lighter things. That's no problem. But that's not the challenge. The challenge is the Speed Racer Mach 7. If that is the name. Oops, that's E, not W. Oh no. I totally forgot. I need to redo all of these now. Yeah, none of those buttons do anything now. That's very cool. That's a very cool thing. Yep, nothing. That first one, so number 2 goes to those middle ones. Okay. This is gonna be a process unless... Actually, I don't need to do that. Oh, nope, bring it back up. In fact, bring it up by that much? That might have been too much, but it works. So, 1, 2, the second control panel. We're gonna take to these two, which are gonna make it extend when we press the button. Or we could even make it retract when we press the button, either or. And then each of these new control panels just goes to their own piston, which is what extends the crane. So that was the first 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and you know, if this doesn't work out, then we might be in a whole lot more trouble here. There we go. There's that one, and then the last one right here. And then you might notice that bearing doesn't have anything on it. That's fine. It doesn't need to be controlled in any way. It's better that it's free like this, because that means the weight of the whole claw mechanism is going to bring it down towards the center always. So that'll always just be hanging, which is what we want. And I didn't actually do anything with these boxes. I believe we had it go out. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. I'll do 10 there and then 0 there. And then same on this side. Because the default is extended. That's what we want. So that when we press the button, all it does is go back in. And then these ones, we need to be careful not to extend them. Or at least to a point. We're going to go with 9. Because I don't remember what they were at. And we need to make sure we do that on the second one only. Because the first set position for those should always be 0. And what that basically means is that they're down like that. And then when we press it, it goes from the set position to the start position, which is 9. And as I press the wrong button, that was just as an example. And I need to fix the bottom one now, which is a whole other thing. That was at 60. Yep. Nope, not 2 yet. 3, 4, and 5 though. 6, 7. Not low enough. We're going to go and manually do this. Switch them all up by 1 and see when it starts touching the ground. That's where we need it to be. Ooh, and it's caught on the car a little bit, so that's not good. Yep, definitely caught on the car. But it's a lot lower, which is how it should be, which is nice. That's a good thing. Nice. Keep falling off. A little bit lower. We're gonna say 11 on a few of them. And that's practically on the ground. We don't want to go much lower than that. We're gonna close it off. It's a lot uneven. That shouldn't make a difference when it comes to actually lifting it. Oh. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Do it like that, because that's gonna show just how weak it is right now. And look at that top part coming down. Let's control panel that. Oh, wait. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Why? Oh, because I'm pressing wrong buttons. I'm a smart guy. We haven't controlled paneled this to change from its set position at all, which means that it bending right now is because of the weight of this car bringing it down. So that's not good. It's going against the programming, basically. Let's see which way it's turning. We need it to turn in this direction, which is clockwise, which is positive because that's where the arrow is pointing at the bearing up there. You see on the left, it's pointing in this kind of circular motion, which is the red. That's negative, and it's counterclockwise, which is what we don't need. So it needs to be positive. I don't know. A lot. And it should happen when we press the button, I guess. So let's do that. Let's make it fast. 360, actually, no, that's not smart. We can't just do a lot and hope for it to do a lot. 90, and we'll do this, and we will say it's already pressed. Wow. And it's just not gonna do anything. We might try and give it some help here. I can't see the top of it. I can't tell if it's straight. It's not at all. Oh, 1 needs to be pressed. We need to go in. We're gonna reverse this car a little bit so we can help the crane out as much as we can. We really did something here, didn't we? We have a fix though. Luckily, this car can go up and around. Maybe not. Is it because 9 is pressed? It wasn't ready for that yet because it wasn't carrying the weight yet. So we could just do that here, make that change. And then we're stuck with this monstrosity. Drive forward while holding 3, or while pressing 3. That should not be bent. Nice. So the thing to do now is to press 1, which will stop the rockets in the back, which we're pushing it up initially. So that shouldn't even be necessary now. Except it is because of that. Ugh. I wonder if bending... No, yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking. Bending downwards is the way to go. Because that'll help relieve some of the strain. We're going to make it go back forwards 30 degrees. And actually, we're just going to do that right away. We're not going to worry about the button. And then 1 will stop the rockets from pushing it upwards. 8 should do the opposite and have the rockets pushing it downwards, which will try and lift it. So we're going to do that. 9 is not going to do anything. We're going to start releasing these. Very cool. That is bending more than it should be. If I press... It's trying so hard. It is trying really hard. We might try and add some more weight. I mean... It's so disheartening to see this thing not work after we've spent so much time on it. Yeah, 9 shouldn't do anything. That should be that. And then, of course, the other thing was the fact that all those rockets were there. But I don't want to have to rely on rockets. That annoys me about this. It makes it ugly. It makes it look less like a crane. Cause it's doable. We could just we could strap a million rockets on, and that would be fine. But would it look really fine? Not really. Look a little sad. I don't even like the rockets in here, but those are absolutely necessary. What to do about this? No. We could try and add more joints, and then... That's always an option, just make more joints. But that's a very annoying option. That's one that I don't want to have to come to. Because this one is too weak. Let's maybe forget about this for now. And let's move on to the second one. Try something else. Before we really get into that, because I don't think that's gonna get us very far. Look at that. Let's drive the car into it, and I don't know. I guess let's think of a new idea. I got at least one more idea that I think could maybe work and would definitely look better. And that looks like it's in the right position this time. It's not on top of it. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Let's look at this again and just see. Nope, 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 nope. I pressed the wrong buttons a lot. Now it is wrong. Why do I do this to myself? 5 should be pressed though, actually. It needs to be low enough where I could gauge where it is from down here. So, wow, this vehicle steers like a dream. There. So, that's centered now. Let's try and pick it up, which is not going to work, I know that. And we're just going to see what we're working with a little bit. Okay. Very cool. Right. So you might notice that didn't exactly work out in any way. There's 2 rockets on the edge of that claw that are pushing it inwards. Those are obviously very necessary, and you could see why. There's what's it called? God, what a disappointment. When they're pushing it up, it almost has enough energy, enough momentum pushing against the ground to bring the car up. Except it opens up the claws as it does that. So that's what the ones going inward are for. But it happens anyways. It so wants to get off the ground. And eventually it's just gonna slip out of the wheels. Man. And I believe that's as low as we could get this guy before it starts touching the tread of this part of the crane. So let's lift it like that much, I guess. Oops. I don't know what that was. Probably a claw. Piston. Yep, I could see it unextending. Okay. Very interesting. And how does that make you feel? We could kind of do whatever with this, I guess. Since it's... Oh boy. Lag? Oh, no lag. Okay. Oh, that landed really nicely. We might try... I think the way to do this, the idea here that I've yet to mention, is to basically recreate this, but as if it were an actual crane. I don't know how to describe it. Why don't I show you? That is 90 long. Wow. Make another and another and another, as a matter of fact. How big is this guy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 by 6 actually. That works. I think that should work. There's 6. And then that's 1, 2, whoops, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So if we just have 1 on each ends like that. So that is 4 spaces in between each one. That's what I wanted to know. Okay. What about 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay, yeah. Actually, doing it like this is easier. We're gonna take a little lesson from Polybridge or whatever you'd like. And we're going to try and... I think that's the name of the game. Try and make it a little structurally sound on the inside, a little thicker. And I think that might help with being able to bring it up. So this is all garbage now. I just wanted to see how long. Eh? That was meant to tip that. A little bit like that was what I was looking for. So we're going to do some work connecting these ends. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Come on. Yep, yep. Yeah. And I guess ideally we make triangles. But that's gonna take a hot second, you know, going like this. Whatever. And I don't know. I wonder if the frame is enough. I'm just gonna call it that. Oh, caps lock. I'm on top of this. I'm on top of spelling today. Now we want to attach this to the back end of that big concrete pillar from earlier. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I don't get why it's doing that. The weight should bring it down. Oh boy. Yep, keep going till it tumbles. There we go. And we could grab the back end of it and weld it somewhere onto that thing. And I have no idea which side of this is the top or bottom. That looks like it would point out, oh, that way, which makes it the bottom part, obviously, but that, okay, so it needs to go, it would have to be centered, so it doesn't matter. Hello, where is it? That giant freaking thing I just made. We're gonna grab one of these corners. Come on, let me through. And we're gonna make our way over to that other crane. And look at this, we've had this set up. We're so smart. Going up. Perfect, I think. That looks really good. Yeah. Now there's just 2 more problems. We need this to be on there, and we need that to attach to that. I should have attached the crane, the claw first. Yeah, I should have done that first, because this, oh, I really should have done that first. Now I need to topple this thing, and it's bottom heavy. Very bottom heavy, very not top heavy. I guess old reliable. except I don't think that's gonna be enough. So if I have this like there, I think that would make it go backwards. Let's get it on the other side, and I think that'll be enough to topple it in the right direction. Yep. Yep. Basically perfect. Couldn't have asked for more. Could not have asked for more. Let's connect this here. Mark out the middle spot because that was going off one by one before, and now now the middle is not an exact 1 block middle. It's 4 blocks. So how do we want to do this? Like that. That is coming off the left side, so I guess it should realistically be on the right part of it. So if it's like that, and then attach them there, but it still needs to be on a bearing also, which means that a 6x6 was not super good like I thought it was. And this might not even turn either. Can I? Oh, I can turn it. Well, that's not the turning that I meant wouldn't turn, but whatever. I meant like that. So I got rid of those blocks so it'll turn easily later on. And I'll give it some space there, I guess, to turn some more if it needs to. Turn some extra, that shouldn't be an issue. Now we need to do one last bit of counting, and then we need to rewire everything. So somewhere here, yeah, there's a bearing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19? 18? Oh god, let's say 18. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will assume that it was in the middle, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome, there is no middle. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. God. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't even remember what I said. That's 9? 2, 4, 6, 8. That is 9. Alright, real quick. If I'm counting this block, which I should be, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Is this just 18 across? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Not even. So I don't really know where this could have been attached before. I'm gonna guess somewhere like there. And hopefully... Okay, maybe not like that. There's no back button on this, so... I just instinctively I went like Control Z, Control Z. That's not really an option. Where are we attached? Oh, hey, look at me. I'm gonna break the game if I keep this up. Oh, that's not good. Can I get in the chair? Ooh, crouching did me a little favor there. It moved it a little bit. Can Can I place this out there? No, I can't. That car is in the way. I think I'd be able to if it wasn't. I guess I could destroy more blocks. That's an option. There we go. Can we stand up again? Yep. There's that. Here we go. There. Freedom. So that was too high, as it turns out. Or, there wasn't enough weight in the back of it. Let's try somewhere like there, I guess. Okay. And which side is the back still? That's okay, the bottom part is the back now. So that means that this side, if it's flipped over, then it's this corner that needs to be welded. So we're gonna go 3 blocks from each side. Where the heck is it? Which crane is it? Why did I come in here? There, it's this one. Okay. I'm gonna try and attach that onto the bearing if I could see it. Although maybe that was a bad idea. Now it needs to go against all that weight when it's trying to lift up. We could add weight to the front of it and then take some off the back. Oh, so no buttons should work though, because two is attached to something. That's not right. Two should not be attached to anything. Why is it struggling like this? Is it trying to find balance right now? What's attached to what? Oh, this bearing was never unattached. It is still trying to move up to 60 degrees. 105. 60. We might have struck gold here. This might be we might have something here. I might have put that claw on the wrong way. I didn't consider that. Yeah, it's definitely on the wrong way. I could see the hole I made. Nice. So that's something I have to worry about. All of these were attached to something at some point, so that's cool too. They were attached to number 8. Which was, I shouldn't have grabbed that. The top one. No? Maybe just attach it to straight from the button. I'll just do that. Number 8 to all these rockets. And I guess before I do anything else, I should go and oh, that wasn't even pressed. Oh wait, so it's just doing all this by itself then? Is that what that means? Yeah, that has to be what that means. That's insane. Can I make you go down? Press it and then... Oh, but negative is up, right? So... Not like that. 90 should be more than enough. Let's do a little more. 105. Okay. Get off it. Why don't you? And God, F2. Do that. Do that. Put the bearing there. Get rid of these two like how I did before. And then weld this side onto... Oh. Let's go back to 90. No. 90 degrees. And this is just hanging on by a thread, so let's do this quickly. There we go. That is still backwards. Oh, okay. The wood, I didn't even realize. One, two, 1, 2. Bearing. Welding tool. And that could go right there. Perfect. 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 That's what we need it to be. Go away. Now I get to do the fun part. Going back and forth. I said this in the last scrap mechanics stream, but if you love counting, these are the streams for you, for real. 1, 2 connected. Go up 10, right? The count has nothing on me. Sesame Street. He's got nothing on me. He doesn't even know. And then we're gonna attach these to all the pistons. That is the third one, so this should attach to the fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Telling ya. 6 and finally 7. Except 7 is actually 8. Is it? Yeah. Disconnect those, I guess. We don't need a 7. Let's turn these all to 11 immediately. Since, oh wait, 0 position on the first one, then 11s. And let's see how far those first few get us. Let's change that first one back to what it should be. Let's start by going backwards though, because this thing needs it. And it's already going fast, so that's cool. Maybe button number 8 can help us out. Oh, that was all of them. Okay, so it's going the right way now, at least. I need to unattach those bottom 2. These should be going... They should not connect to number 8, that's for sure. They should connect to number 1, if anything. Except they're not really needed. I could just replace it with regular concrete. I'll do that. Regular concrete there. It's fine. It's fine. Honestly. Let me make sure the stream is doing okay down here in the corner. Yep. It has trouble loading sometimes. There's 2. I mean 3. 2 is... I didn't do anything with 2. Oh. Yeah, okay. There. And then when I press it again... Yep, there we go. 7 doesn't do anything. Right? Yeah. So it should be at positive 60. That's what... God dang. So let's say 30 is its set position and 0 does nothing. And then press number 1. God, this is gonna take forever. Go to all your set positions. Why is it still upside down? Number 1. 60 degrees. Is the weight too much? No. It's stabilized at 60. So does number 1 need to do anything? I guess bring it back up at the end. We could have it do. Or we could just start with it like that. We'll start with it at 0. Is the button already pressed? It's not. So it... Okay, it's where it needs to be. It's at 60 degrees right now. That claw is really messed up. Let's go ahead and keep that button pressed. We need it. Why is this like this? Why are you like this? I guess I should use the other side. So if I replace this now, it's not going to be upside down. It is straight up. Wow. Impressive, I guess. Good job. Oh, the lift is on. So 1, take us. Oh wait, 1. Uh-oh. Eee. You know what? 45 is good. This, however, is not good. So do that. Get in here. Hit 1. Take us down to 45. And what's going on up there? Did it fall backwards? Why would you do that to me? Okay, one problem at a time. Please. Bring it down. How many times am I gonna have to go through this? Really? Bearing. And then we need it to go up now. And we need to remember which side, that one, that we put it on. I mean, shoot, at that point, I know where to put it down there. We need to weld that on facing downwards. So this needs to go up. Alright, now we need to be quick. No, it took the wrong side. I mean, it's taking it... No, I mean, God, I can't talk. It's taking this upward. I need this side. Come on. Just turn white. There. Now, pretty please. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Fix the button first. I don't want to place this down a million more times than I already have. Come on. Come on, come on. 45. Turn it on. Okay. All right. Let's do some wiring. So I hear you like counting. Well, here's control box number 2. And along with it, Mambo number 5. Oh, I can't use the chair. Man. Okay, screw it. I'll just place it another time. It's gonna be easier than running up and down. Number 2. To the other guy. This guy to number 3. Number 4. To the next piston. 5 to the control box number 5. Control box 6 to this piston. Control box 7 to this piston. Right? Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. Number 7 must be connected. Yep, like that. Okie dokie. I don't know why I'm going that way. I control him at the control box, which is over here. So number 2. Say it with me now. 10, 10, 0, 0. What the heck were these? 10, I guess? 11? Say 11 on the first 2 and we'll go 10 on the rest and see what happens. 10, 10, and then finally 10. Who would have guessed it? And it's still down. So 45 degrees. Grab it, place it, run away, place that, jump back up if I can. Okay. Okay, whatever. Get in the car. 1 to go down. And I can't see the claw yet. 2 to close. That's right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is all 7 of them. And it looks like that kind of had an effect. Making it a different degrees. So let's say 60. And it hits the ground a little hard. Move this down to 10. Move this down to 10. Ooh, that might have been perfect actually. Go back. Rewind. Number 3, 11. Let's go in here, open it up, and grab the Mach 5 and see. Oh, it is the Mach 5. So I was right earlier when I said the Mach 5 and then wrong when I corrected myself to 7. Yep. Oh, there it goes. So that is perfect. Move that out of the way. Let's grab it. Thank you. It's definitely stronger. There's no doubt about that. I wonder if I could drive forward slightly and get it to bend. Not bend, but move in the right direction. So the button 1, its set position when it's turned off, which is what it is 90 degrees straight up, or 0 degrees technically. 0 degrees just right here. And it's still close to 60 where I just put it. Yeah. Hmm. That made me really tired. Using too much of my brain. Let's, I guess, break into the back of this. Okay, these two are loose now. We're gonna add two more. These are gonna do a lot more than the other ones because they're in a better position at the bottom. We're going to... So like the top one is kind of just pushing towards the middle, but these ones at the bottom, those are more pushing from like the outside. So if you imagine we're going in this big circle around the bearing, right? The bearing's somewhere right there in the middle. These ones are just trying to close the gap and push it in this tiny little circle. But these ones out here, which I've just added facing the right way now, are going in this circle right here, which is a lot more movement. There's a lot more space there. So those should get the opportunity to do a lot more than the ones that are closer to the middle. Hopefully. Right? Right? Except it is on full power now. And it's not doing really anything. Is it moving? It's jittering. I'm wondering if that bearing really wants to do anything. Um, I guess it doesn't matter because of the weight. Oh, and also those are all extended still. Not that it matters, because it don't. But we'll see right now that it is trying to go up when we lift it a little bit. We're not seeing anything, actually. Except, you know what? I did just add this giant box thing. Let's fill this in with wood. Nope, not like that. No, 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 no. Actually, do we fill in the bottom part of that? I'm not sure. We haven't really gotten far enough with this to see if that's even okay. If it'll allow for that kind of change, or if it's gonna be stubborn. And by that I mean the bottom middle part where we've left that hole. At least that part I think is gonna be a little tricky. Um, if that hole is necessary, then that's a little bit of trouble, but that's not a whole lot. Not compared to what we might be dealing with here. Let's, yeah, you know, this is gonna be fine. I think this I have more confidence in than any of the other designs, at least. So, I mean, hopefully it will be fine. If it's up at a 45-degree angle, then it would need about that much space. So if I go under the assumption that it wouldn't be fine, then that's how I would go about doing that. And the reason for this actually is to hide these. This is the plan now. I'm gonna grab, can 2 fit in here? They're only 2x2s. 2 should fit in there. And yes, we're gonna see the rocket boost thing from the bottom. Yeah, it's gonna be ugly, but it's gonna be less ugly than all of this. So let's go ahead and get rid of them now, because nobody wants to see that really when you think about it. Yeah, look at that, so much cleaner. Get rid of these 2 up here, on the other side also, and you know, way better than it was. I'm gonna close that off and wire it to a button. Number 8, I guess, should be the one, right? Is it already on? Did I leave it on? Okay, so yeah, that is adding nothing at all. Wow. They're really putting me in a tough situation here, but I guess I'll just add more. And we might hit the limit for number 8 here pretty soon. This is a lot of these connected to one button. And the other thing is that's not really where the weight is coming from, so it makes sense that it's not really doing anything. And it's heavier than it was before because of all the wood. Are we at least seeing this thing wanting to go up? Yes, so much so that it's doing the thing it did before, which is so annoying. It's extending the pistons manually, basically, even though none of the buttons are actually pressed. Get in the seat. And it's doing that because the pistons at this point, it's the same problem that we had before with the original. The pistons are basically weaker than the arm of the crane, which is why we had all these boosters down here going upwards. Ah, it's so ugly though. Why? I don't like it. I don't like it. This might have to be the first one that we really gotta give up on. I really didn't think making a crane would pose such an issue. Look, it's spreading out again. It really wants to go up. That badly. Okay. Let's do our thing. Let's fix that. Something like... Oops. Hello. Yep, there we go. Something like that. And we're gonna do this. a little bit of these. Why are we going so far down? You're not even holding on to anything. You're carrying 0 weight. Really though, why are we going so far down? It is just way too much weight at the front now. Huh. Oh. This is way... Ooh. That was a bad idea. That was a really bad idea. But we can add more weight to this side now, is what that means, basically. Oops, wrong block. No! Come on. Come on. Is that gonna work now? It totally is gonna work. There's more weight back here. Awesome. Yep, and that's what we need, that 1 block gap. It was a 3 block gap for a while there. Did I attach it to the wrong spot? Dang it. Wait, how would that have been possible? There's no way. No, it's moving. Just so slowly. Okay. So that's already close. 3, 4. Why are we still going down? That is way more than 60 degrees. I'm so certain that it's because of the weight. Let's try and get rid of it, I guess. Try something like that. Keep it hollow. That's not good. That's really not good. That didn't just happen. This thing scares me a lot. Alright, it's gonna do the first 30 degrees because I changed the way it works. Where's the front of this? Here? So like there probably. And then hit 1 again for the second 30 degrees. There. 3, 4, 5. And that was really good placement on my part. Good job, me. Not perfect, but good start. I should have lifted it up some. 7. Yep, there we go. And then do that, make sure everything's aligned all well. Get in here. Hit 7, hit 2. Hit 1. Nope. It was totally lifting it there. Ooh, this is the one. You know what? This definitely is the one. Um, 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 um. Here we go. Watch. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. This is so close to perfect right now. So, our issue, and there is one still. Well, there's so many issues, but you know, we're gonna pretend it's only a couple. Let's press that button while we're at it. And let's grab this guy. Bring it back over here. Oh, so close. Wow, perfect job driving, almost. That wasn't all I came here to do. We're gonna try and make a little design of this, I guess. So that these don't show completely, so it's not super ugly. I guess this top part, okay, this top part we will fill. Executive decision time. We will fill this. Not that. But just so that it's not super awkward that this is filled. And then the rest of this, not filled. And we're gonna do that silly little crane design idea that we were talking about earlier. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna get rid of all this to make it lighter. And we're gonna do what we have to do to finish this. To say goodbye to this project, because this is it basically. We're in the home stretch now. And we're gonna do that also. Fill in that space. Uh-oh. There we go there. And that is the last of it. So let's see how well this lifts. It should be better, theoretically. And do I add those rockets on the end? That would make it very ugly. But it would also hold on to it this time. Let's fix this. You need a hand? Maybe not that much of a hand. Okay. All good. It is all good. In the neighborhood. No, 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 no. Man, I want to reset the entire crane. That's annoying. Is this doing anything? Maybe? Okay. We're so smart. We're doing all the smart things. That claw is upside down now. Perfect. Perfect. It's all going good. It's all going according to plan, it looks like. I'm gonna close it up, and where's that closing on? It's a little tight. Nope. Maybe there's something we could do before getting so drastic with the change here. Let's put these down by 2. Let's get this back in a better position, maybe, if we can. Yep, a little more, a little bit more. Come on. Come on. Alright, that's gonna have to do for now, without me resetting absolutely everything. Number 1 is not even pressed. What a difference 2 notches makes. That's so crazy. Nope. Go back down. Go back down. Okay. So that seems like that'll be enough for it to actually go up. But it still needs to go together. So these guys are gonna have to come back. And I think full blast shouldn't really do any harm. They're not, I mean, it might give a little strength upwards, but we could always weaken it, I guess. We really just want them to stay together, is the point. That is the ultimate goal. Keep them together. So this is at its absolute weakest right now. Look how much they want to get away from each other. That is so insane. Nope. Chill. Chill, chill, chill. It is such an issue. I think it was lifting it still though. I think we could weaken it some more. Let's bring it down by 2 more. And we'll see how that fares. And those other ones are on full blast. Those might, once again, I don't know. I don't know how they might give it some upward movement. They're really just going together. That's all we need. That's all we need from them. Push them together. There's 7 and 2. Nice. What was this? Anyways. We're gonna do this again. Do that. And do this. And they're not pushing away from each other. They are now. They definitely are now. Okay. That's gonna be an issue. How does one go about solving this problem? The other thing is it's slipping off of the back, and I could change, I would be fine with changing the car for that, so it has a little hook at the bottom. But other than that, there's not a lot that can really be done about that. It physical in terms of physical capability, it can, or at least should be able to lift it. Maybe making that a little thicker, if anything. So let's do this. And we'll line that up, and then when we line it up, we'll make it thicker, and we'll see how that goes. So with this lined up, we kind of exhausted the back part with the with these guys right here. So I guess just that. I mean, ideally I would have gone 3, but I want to rewire the front part. I'll go 3 anyways. I do not want to rewire the rockets, even though they're probably the most simple one to rewire. Nope, that was it. There. Nope. There and there. Okay. So now, number 7, number 2, and we get underneath the car, hit number 1, number 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, number 8, and hopefully it doesn't slip out. Oh, it's too weak again now. It is always something. Is it? No. Oh. So close yet so far. What can we do to this guy? We can make a little bit of a lip. Something like, where's Q? Come on. Something like that. Ooh, out of the heaviest material. Nope. Just a little something like this. I wonder if that would be enough. Cause it's strong enough, we just saw it in action. Is that already aligned? Nope. But it almost was, which was cool for a second there. Oh, that was already the driver's seat. Line it up. Nice. Is that lined up? I got 3 to worry about now. Basically. Getting the seat, driver's seat, and hit 7 and 2, so it goes down some more and it starts to close in. Then we're going with 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So 1 should be trying to take it up 30 more degrees. And now that we've hit 8, that activates all the rockets, which should really want to bring it up. Oh, now it's bringing up the front part. I didn't consider that. This is a little bit goofy. This might be too strong in the back and then not strong enough in the front. So let's try and compensate for that. So what we saw right there was the back part went down just fine. That is not really the issue. But it was... Oh wait, what am I getting rid of if I do that? Okay. Oh, right, this is all new back here. Let's take those down by 2, and those ones are going to have the most effect when I change them. And then fill that back in. Come up here. And do it up by 1, I guess. And let's try that out. So, those are already deactivated, so I guess, is it just 8 at this point? It needs to be quite a bit stronger in the front. If I just totally deactivate it entirely, and then from here, the top part isn't having any issues. It's the pistons that are weak. The pistons need to get pulled up with it. And that's what these thrusters are in charge of. Compensating for the weakness of the piston. So it's doing more now, and it's lifting the back like we thought it would. We might make it thicker, which means rewiring those rockets again. Yeah, what was I thinking with just one tiny little strip of land? But look at that. That is definitely lifting it. And it's still a little bit strong in the back. It starts to really shake and try and go in basically the opposite direction. We really just want it to stop here, alright? No. The top is 30 degrees, which means it's definitely too strong because it's going to 90 degrees. Already 90 degrees is too far. And it's going over here. So it should stop about here, which means it's too strong in the back, and that this isn't a big enough of a platform, I don't think. What did I have this on? Just so I remember. 3 below. Okay. So we're gonna add these. Actually, this back one isn't necessary, so we could free up a lot of spare weight by doing that. Going to do that. Nope, wrong one. This might be easier without the car. But none of this is extended. The car is what's keeping it down. Oh, yep, there we go. That's what we like to see. Okay. And if I go in the car and hit 3, we should be able to get underneath it. Let's also hit 1 so I could get back in if I need to. Ooh. I didn't expect it to do that, but I should have. So we'll switch that around, do that. Nope, I thought that would be it. There it is. And that should be more than enough of a platform for it to be able to take off right there. Yeah, look at that. 5 for a platform? That's not half bad. And then... And then... We need to add these guys back here. Ooh. I guess it would be smart to also add it like this. And then I could add the rockets on the side like so. And I believe it was 3. But I'm not entirely sure at this point. So if it's not, I guess we're about to see what'll happen. And I gotta rewire those to button number 8. I let go of it. That's so cool. There's button 8. Run through, attach it, grab this one, run through, attach it to button 8. And I wanted to work on these ones back here. So let's lower this, what's it called? God, the lift. What a perfect name. It's lifting me. And not fall off. Not fall off before anything else. And we're gonna open this bad boy up like it's surgery. And let's weaken these other ones by 2 also. So they're all at the 3rd level from the top. One, two, 1, 2. Fill this back in. And we're gonna see how this fares. It's just little tweaks now. The design does work, just also it doesn't. It's a little complicated. Maybe you noticed. Number 8. It's struggling a little more in the back, which is ideally that's what's supposed to happen. And now that might be a little too much weight with that extra wood in the front. Bring it up by 1, up by 1, and then run back. So if it starts going back, swinging back really far, we could stop that. Back in the driver's seat, back in control. We're hanging out at 30 degrees like we should. Oh, it's gonna let go. So that was something, wasn't it? We are like right there. We are really close now. Just there, I guess. Alright. At this point, I'm not above using rockets. It's, this is a breaking point, I guess. Let's go up there. Let's get rid of this. And let's add 2 so that it freaking stays together. That's all we want. Where is this connected? Okay, it doesn't matter because that's gonna make it look better anyways. And then 1 on each side. We're gonna put those both at full blast. And we're going to rewire them in a second here after we do the other side. So yeah, this was whew. 1, 2, 1, 2. The thrusters, put those at full blast. And then time to run back and forth, baby. You know it. Let's start counting. 1. Count along with me. Count along if you know the words. 2. 3. 3. Oh my god. 3. Now 4. Did that not attach? No, it did. And that is all of them, and they're all at full blast. So let's get this out of the way, because it was still over there. Let's hit 2. 1, I guess. Why is 1 not hit? Why is it like this? The wheels in the front are in the way. This is 60. But 1 doesn't make it go up. That's interesting. But it doesn't make it go farther down either, which is a whole other thing. Let's do our best to fix that. Alright. Looks like we've got a hold on it. A really tight hold, actually. And we're gonna hit all of these, and then we're gonna go up. And look how much it's struggling to stay together. They're on opposite sides of each other. It really shouldn't be an issue. But for some reason, it really, really is. But it's going up, and it's getting really far apart. Um, God. I'm not, I mean, I'm sure a part of it is that the machine, or however the programming of the scrap mechanic works, thinks that, oh, these thrusters are going this way, so move everything that way. Oh, these thrusters are going this way, move everything that way. And at some point, it's like conflicting and getting the opposite sides. I mean, I don't know how it could be anything but that, because if 2 isn't like, God, if 2 isn't across, like 2 isn't, the button 2, I mean, that's what I'm talking about, isn't pressed, then there's no reason for the pistons to extend at all. Once the thrusters start, that's a reason for them to extend, because there's so much pressure going upwards, and the weight of it doesn't want to allow for that to happen. So where does all that energy go? Outwards. That makes sense. But then I add these thrusters on the outside to push the claws inwards to try and negate the all that momentum going outwards, so that the only momentum coming from the bottom is going upwards. And it's getting canceled out by the ones going sideways. This is, God, I don't know how to explain this any better. I don't know if it needs explaining, really. The bottom thruster is pushing it upwards, which is creating momentum that is going both outwards and upwards. By adding a thruster on the outside, that pushes this outwards back here, so that it's either even or it just continues to go upwards. But for some reason, that's not happening. It's not canceling out. And I could not tell you why. And a thought just occurred to me that it might be the placement of the boosters, because they're farther in. The ones on the outside are farther in than the ones that are pushing upwards. I guess I could try and do something with that. And if that's not it, then I think that's it for this project. I couldn't tell you any other solution. I mean, at this point, I'm not gonna care about looks. If it works, it freaking works. We're gonna go full blast, obviously. And we're gonna connect those to number 8 like we've done everything else so far. And 1 should be more than enough. One of these at full blast should be more than enough to negate the outward momentum. But we're gonna freaking find out if it is or not. I can't place it there with all that stuff in the way, so I'll just do that. I'll do this, get rid of it, get rid of it. Up here, nothing's being pressed. It shouldn't be on the ground. Little bunny hop, little jump. Go down to where you need to be. And that's going to even out, and while it's doing that, we're going to drive this car into the right place where it has to be. If we look underneath, all empty space, that should be fine. And shoot, at this point, I am... Oops, I didn't mean to press it again. Oh wait, I didn't press 1. Ooh, that could have been a mistake also. I'm not above also placing these blocks here so that it doesn't try and escape that way. So close it first, then go back down. Realign a little bit. That should be more than good. That should be fine. Get in the driver's seat of the crane. Hit 7 so it's all the way down. Hit 2 so it closes. 1 doesn't need to be on anymore. I'm gonna start hitting these guys so that it does that. And then this. And those should not open in the middle anymore. That should just not be a thing. We could even turn this up, I believe. Because most of that momentum is going upwards. There should be more than enough that isn't being pushed outwards. Plus these are farther along on the outside. So that should be well more than enough. And it's starting to go up. And that's the point where we've seen it after it's like extended a little bit. And then the bottom part catches up to the top. That's what we've been seeing. So I'm going to let this play out a little bit and see what happens. And that, okay, it's stopping at 30 degrees like it should. And the bottom is catching up with the top and it's staying together, and that's more than it needs to be. Go back down. Ooh. So there is nothing really stopping it from continuing to go forwards, I guess. Or continuing to back up once there's more weight. We might consider, but look at that tight grip it has on it. It's kind of snatched. I mean, you know what you know what I mean. And what a good card to test this on. You couldn't do this kind of test with any other card, because the specifically button number 3, which allows for it to jump up like that, does so much for me. I'm going to put these all so that they're basically off, and I'm going to see how it handles in that situation. So 1, 2 stays on. It should just be 8 at this point. So that was actually adding something. That surprised me. I didn't expect it to add anything, really. At a point where I was weakening these back ones a lot, I didn't expect that to make a difference at all. There we go. Here we are. Put those back. Put these at full, I guess. Because now it's not moving at all. Was that a mistake? I guess I'll just turn them back up on the front as far as I need them to be. As much as it needs to be to start going back up. So we could start with 2 in the front ones. And the same thing as with the back ones. The front ones here are gonna do more than the back ones, even if they're at the same power. That's just how levers work. And it's not pulling the pistons apart, which is somehow the thing that's making it go up at all. Somehow it's them coming apart and then coming back together towards the end, and I don't really understand that, which is probably why I can't make this effective. I don't really get what's happening. It is shaking. It wants to move. Okay, well they were at full power earlier, weren't they? So if it doesn't start moving now, then there's even more reason for concern. Oh, there. Wow, it really needs all of those. Just for that. So, that is it. Hmm. But once it's up, once it's actually up there, so it's slowly lifting right now, it needs all of those. But once it's up there, it doesn't need nearly as much leverage. So, I think putting the rockets at different on different switches on different buttons could be the thing that saves this. So like once it gets like right here, I cut some of them off or something. Look, it's starting to lift the car. But then it's going to go too far. There it is. Went too far. You see that? Locks at 30 degrees. Then start going too far. 90 degrees. Who told you you could do that? $7.16. I think I'll stop pretty soon here, whether or not this is finished. To be honest, I don't like, even though I'm super close at this point, I don't know if I have the motivation to continue if it's not gonna be like actually done. No connections. Sure you do. You connect to him. And you connect. Oh, right. I need to unconnect it from 8 first, which means way more running back and forth than I thought. So these back ones, we're going to connect to 9. No? Why not? The, they're connected to 8, no? What is 9 connected to? I don't even know what I just did. If I click 9, that's going to be the bottom 2? That looks like the bottom 2. And it is. So that's good. We're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to do... Those were the weaker 2, so I guess let's do the stronger 2 of this group. Disconnect those from 8 and connect them to 9. So when we're trying to go up, we'll hit 8 and 9, but by the time the car starts lifting off the ground, we can let go of either 8 or 9 and we'll see what happens. So 8, not much, right? But 9, wow, it's starting to go up. Moment of truth time. We'll see. There go all the pistons slowly extending, even though their programming is telling them to stay still. Mechanical, hardware versus software. Always butting heads. I did robotics in high school. Always butting heads. Always. What a pain. Okay. Alright. Nope, 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 nope. Bad idea. Okay. We got closer though. We got closer. Way closer. Uh what do I take from that? I think okay, I think these aren't really the issue. These are like the opposite of the issue. These are going to be the things that help solve this whole crazy mess. Connect those back to 8. So those will always be on. Did I just connect that back to 9? Excuse me. This back to 8, like I say. Let's disconnect these from 9. And disconnect... Did I just do something? What did I just do? Nothing according to 9. Disconnect these from 8. Connect them to 9. And connect those first two back to 8, actually. Before we forget about those. And we're going to disconnect these other two from not 8 as well and connect those to 9. So now 9. So what we did is basically just reconnect everything to 8, and then specifically these 4 are connected to 9, and that's it. So 8 and 9 activate. It's going to take its sweet time going back up. Actually, maybe I could help influence that a little bit. Yeah, I can. Perfect. And then once the car starts lifting, I could let go of 9. We're almost there. Once it reaches a piston's full length, there, it locks up. And I've let go of 9. And then 8 is too much. Huh. So, what do I take from that? What? So it's still pushing too far. Which means that, so more bottom ones need to be stopped. So let's disconnect the third layer from 8 and connect those to 9. And then we'll do that again. And when it starts lifting, we're gonna hit 9 again, I guess. Not I guess. That was always the plan. And then hit 9. And 8 is still going. Like a total madman. Those top 3, do they do anything? We're so close, but okay, let's try. Why am I? Oh, I'm pressing E and not W. So 9. Let's disconnect these from 8, connect them to 9, and disconnect these from 9, I guess. Start doing the opposite. Because these are, like I said, these ones in the back are doing all the work in terms of pushing it forward. So, same with these. Disconnect from 9, connect to 8. And then, hopefully, if I leave 8 on, that should just kind of stabilize it. And it should be 9 that's 9 turning off. That means it doesn't go any further past 30 degrees. Chill. It was still going way past it, well past it. Why though? Why? Stop. Should I have more rockets in the front? Let's not worry about that. God, it's the most confusing experience of my life. What's the issue here? Oh, 1? I didn't realize. Maybe I shouldn't have 1 be 30 and 30. Maybe I should have it go back to 0 and 60. I feel like that might be a part of it. Let all of those extend. Do that. Do that. Get ready to stop 9. If I had only 9. When it gets to a certain point, it's the weight of the card that's pushing it backwards more. But it's lifting it, technically. I would not call on this service to take my car away. Absolutely not. Untrustworthy is what I would say. It should just stop at 30 and it freaking doesn't. I mean, I could take the car places. Not very well. Not very well. Would you trust this service? I mean, I definitely would not. Oh my god. Good thing it's not a real car. Jesus. You know, we drove around with it. Cranes, it's a crane, it's a crane. God. It, every part of making this crane, every stream I've done on this dumb crane has been such a painful experience. And you know what? We lifted the car and we took it places, and that's what cranes do at the end of the day. You know, this cranes do this. They do it all the time. Jolt your car around so all the parts come loose. Hit it against the back of the crane. They do that. Really. Skid it against the bottom of the ground. What if I hit 1 also? Hey. Can I extend it forwards? Doesn't look like it. Well, well, we definitely played Scrap Mechanic today, and I've had about enough. I think it's a good a place as any to end the stream. Yeah. I've created a monster, I think, and nothing more. So I guess I'll switch to OBS, and I will say, thanks for suffering along with me. Thanks, God. I don't have the words for this. Thanks for watching. It's been okay. It's been alright. Hopefully a lot better tomorrow, where I believe Apex Legends is on the table. So that sounds promising. Fingers crossed. Oh, yeah, there it goes. I was waiting for that. Thanks for sticking around. I will see you tomorrow with that. And have a beautiful night.